Hello and welcome back with me, Admiral, joining me back on Star Trek Fleet Command as always. So in today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to run through all the new stuff that came out in the latest patch. We're going to talk about the latest patch and basically what that entails. Obviously in line with it getting released later on today, I believe in a couple of hours for me. I think it's about 2 hours for me personally. So yeah, we're going to run through all the latest stuff that they've implemented into the game. And see what you think, and basically try and show you where to find it all again in advance of tonight's release. Just before we start, thank you to all the new subscribers. We are so close now to getting to that 1,000 subscribers. We're less than 150 away now, so if you do like the content, you do like the live streams, then please consider subscribing to the channel and helping us reach our 1,000 subscriber goal. Right, let's move on. So we've got patch 32, which is the latest arc getting released tonight. This arc is the third in line with the current next generation arcs that we have going on at the moment. This is number 3 in line with that. So let's crack on with what they have implemented into the game. So one of the first things, as you can see, I have the research tree open. We are in territory research, which is this one right here. So if you click into that, there is new research. So you've got ISO charge deflector shields, ISO charge defense cannons, and there is a few others as and when you get through the tech tree. You need a different type of resource for this. So you need resin. You need ISO resin for this type of research, and you can do this, as it says here, in the territory crafter section of the refinery, which we will run through in just a second. So as we click out of that, we will go head over to the refinery and we'll have a look in the territory crafter and see exactly how you get them different things. So if you go in here, it must not be implemented until tonight because I can't personally see anything as of the moment. So it must be something that they implement in the patch later on today. Other thing that they've added into the game is a new character. So they've actually added Riker finally into the mix. He is an epic officer. So you got William T. Riker. He's an epic officer, as pretty much all of them seem to be coming out as the main crew, that is. So his captain's ability, which is Vibrant Authority, increases weapon damage, against Armada targets by 100% every round, which is cumulative. So he is definitely someone you want as your main captain if you're going to be going against Armadas or something on the line of that, because that is incredibly useful to have. And then the second ability, or his officer ability, is he increases weapon damage against Federation hostiles and Armadas by 100%. When it says Federation hostiles, I'm guessing that means Klingon and Romulan, but instead of saying Klingon and Romulan, they've just said Federation hostiles, because at the end of the day, Klingon, Romulan, and everyone else that comes around it, they can't, unless it means, well, Federation hostiles. That would actually mean Federation ships themselves, which is kind of a weird one. Kind of, yeah. I'm pretty sure that means if we quickly go to Federation space, a Federation hostile would be something like this. So that would be a Federation patrol, yes. So that would be a Federation hostile. So yeah, that doesn't really make sense to why he has an ability that goes against the Federation. But that's the ability nonetheless. We'll have to wait and see how that works. The captain's ability, though, is massively useful. It seems to be, on the face of it, it will be massively useful, but we'll have to wait and see what it actually pans out in real life. So moving on from the officers, we actually finally have a new ship in the game. The ship is something that was very unexpected. I'm not entirely sure of the history of the ship either, so if people do know the history of the ship, then please do let me know. I will read this eventually and have a little look into this, see where it comes from. But this is the ship itself. It actually looks really nice. Obviously, it is a mining ship. It actually looks like a really nice mining ship, though, to be fair. I do like the model. It's a very nice model to have. So this ability of this ship is it can mine 2000% bonus to when you're mining isogen. So this is going to allow you to mine isogen that much faster again. Obviously, the if you go down to the cargo capacity and stuff like that, initially cargo capacity is on the face of it okay. Initially, protected cargo is completely useless. It's absolutely nothing. However, this mining ship is going to be used primarily for territories and mining, obviously, that isogen that you need. Impulse speed is incredibly slow. Warp speed is, or warp range, should I say, is again not very far, but then you shouldn't need to travel too far, and warp speed is incredibly slow as well. But it's mainly the cargo. We'll have to see how fast it can mine. It might be a little bit like the North Star when it comes to can mine really fast, but obviously its protected cargo is incredibly small. So people, you'd have to look out for people that are willing to come into your territories, hunting down ships that are over cargo, because this will be a prime target for something on the lines of that. Okay, so moving on from that, we've got a few added things into the game. They probably won't show it, but we'll have a little look anyway. And they are the ship retrofits in here. And they're the ship retrofits and stuff like that. You can add them. Most of the retrofits, it seems, which is, so there's one, for example. So you got this one. You can add them to the new Meridian ship. And some of the others that are in the actual description for the patch 32, they are for the survey ships. They are for the Hydra, for example, and the other two variants, the Bacor and the Vorta Vor. Jesus, I need to say that properly. So yeah, they are added bonuses for them ships, and it looks like, as well as part of that bonus, I can't show you because it's not in here, but if you read the patch notes, it looks like they add a percentage mining rate of ore or gas or crystal, depending on what ship it is. They add a certain percentage when you put that skin, I guess that's what it would be. When you put that skin on that ship, it adds an extra bonus to that ship as well, which is something that I've wanted to see for a very long time, and it's very useful to have. So with this one as well, this does come with an added bonus. So I don't know if it'll show here. Will you show? No. Maybe no. Okay, so I'll just read it to you. It says on the site, it says unlocks a fed refinery batch, 4 chests for tier 1, 2, and 3 isogen. If this is fitted to the Meridian, then that's what the ability of that does. So that's another cool feature that they've added into the game. Again, all I want to see is extra skins that actually do something, and it's not a completely wasted time. It's just a visual thing. I'd like to see it actually do something, which is a good thing and a good direction they're heading. They've got obviously the latest missions, which will come later on today. They've got more avatars, which I don't know if they're up as of yet. Again, we'll have a little look in. I don't have all the avatars, so there is a lot I'm missing. So yeah, they got the Meridian one there. They've got a couple of these ones in the middle here, which again will or are added into the game. There is 4 altogether. So there's them 3, and then I don't know if we've had any of these. So I mean, some of these look new, but I don't know if they were added in the last one. That one certainly looks new, but again, that could have been added in the last one, and I've not noticed. And then we've got 3 new frames as well. So if we scroll down, again, I'm probably not going to be able to point these out because other than there's a beard one there, which is kind of funny. There's a beard looking one there. But again, not entirely sure whether that was added in the last arc or this arc. If I'm honest, don't really pay too much attention when it comes to the avatars and the frames, unfortunately. What else have they added? Another good feature that they've added into the game, which is going to help massively when it comes to trying organising these daily goals. So when you complete a daily goal now, no matter where it falls within this tree, every time you complete a daily goal, it will automatically go to the top. So you can just click it straight at the top, as I am doing here. So as you click down, And then when a goal completes, it will then automatically, so even if it was at the bottom, so I say, for example, if I completed the gas one, which I can show you now, that's second to bottom. And if I recall that chip now, when it goes off, come on, click off it. Thank you, Jesus. How say, and it goes straight to the top, so it makes it so much easier to track and so much easier to be able to click through your daily goals without having to scroll down and find them, which ones you've done and stuff like that. So again, that feature they've added into the game, which is incredibly useful and very user friendly. Another one they've done is, so after listening to the feedback, so this is about Armada timings. After listening to the feedback, we decided to considerably increase the spawn times for the Armadas. You can find new Armada respawns below, find and defeat those powerful enemies and obtain your higher rewards. So G3 uncommon Armadas, we have an average 15-minute timer, so 5 mins variability. So plus or minus 5 mins basically. So 15-minute timer. So they will appear every 15 minutes plus or minus 5 minutes. G3 rare Armadas will now on average be every 15 minutes as well, again plus or minus 5 minutes, which is going to be incredibly useful. And that's, yeah, that is just the rare one. I'm incredibly happy about, because you never seem to be able to find them, so that is incredibly useful there. And then G3 epic Armadas are now on average every 60 minutes, again plus or minus 30 minutes in time. So again, they could be anywhere from half an hour to 1 hour and 30 minutes when they appear. Again, relatively quick. I know beforehand we were waiting literally hours upon hours for epics to show up in some occasions, so that is incredibly useful, something to have, that they basically respawn on average every hour, which is, like I say, that is 24 basically respawns a day, which is insanely good in my opinion. And that goes for every single, obviously, Armada across the galaxy, or yeah, basically across the whole galaxy within game. So again, that is incredibly useful to have. They've added new systems as well, so I'm just going to find them just because it'll be easier to write the name in than actually physically looking on. Okay, apparently it doesn't want to show up, so we'll go to Bajorna. Okay, apparently they haven't added them. Basically, it's got a new star system has been implemented between Bajorna and Cardassian to reduce warp timings. As you can see, I am not entirely sure why, but they are not on the thing yet. So that might be something that they could be adding into the game in the future. Well, basically tonight, essentially. But yeah, so if we zoom right out, see if we can spot anything new. So we've got obviously the Klingon territory all the way up here. I don't know if it's like a late game territory that they're adding. It doesn't seem to be. It seems, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where these new ones are, unfortunately, because it doesn't actually tell you in terms of in the game as of yet. So it might be, like I say, something that they add later on into the game. But it's between Bajonia and Cardassian to reduce warp timings. And then they've got a bunch of bug fixes essentially as well, which we won't really go into because there's not that many on this patch in itself. So hopefully this video has been quite useful to you. Hopefully you don't find, or you don't get lost later on when the arc does drop. And if you do like this type of content, a little bit of informative content and some of the sort of better sort of streams and stuff content that come later on, don't forget to consider subscribing to the channel. I am streaming tonight, so all the latest stuff will be shown again tonight. If you want to join us for that, I will post it on Discord, so don't forget to head over to Discord. I will post the timing that I go live on Discord, probably about half an hour before I go live. I will put it on Discord, so I will see you there. If not, I will see you next time for the next video. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell notification. Helps me massively, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.